Hello everybody, thank you for checking out today's video. Welcome to my channel, Me and My Jackets. My name is Chris. I have a ton of videos here on my channel all about outdoor apparel. Specifically a ton of videos about jackets from companies like Arc'teryx, Rab, Helly Hansen, Patagonia. We'll be getting into a lot of other stuff soon, as well as more pants and boots and base layers and the whole bit. I have a website, www.meandmyjackets.com, that's dedicated to your outdoor activities: hiking, trekking, climbing, snowboarding, skiing, camping, fishing, sailing, the whole bit, and what to wear when we're doing these activities. So we look at all these different categories of, base layers, jackets, pants, boots, backpacks, sunglasses, and then we even get into, like, you can search things by the brand, the company name as well. So a ton of stuff. We're trying to grow more and more and more each day. So thank you very much for your support. If you're into all this stuff, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I really appreciate your support. It helps me to do what I'm doing and keep doing it, all right, and being able to provide more and more for you. So thank you again for the support. Now, today's video, we are looking at soft shells. All right, a couple weeks ago we did a video talking about hard shells. So this week we're looking at soft shells. Now, soft shells are including a wide range of different types of jackets. So we're going to take a look at a whole bunch of this stuff. But first I kind of want to talk about what is the difference between a hard shell and a soft shell. And this is my opinion, all right? This is not something I looked up on Wikipedia. This is just the way I see it. A hard shell, like this Arc'teryx Alpha SV. This is a tough, rugged, stiffer material, all right? Totally waterproof, windproof, all right? It's like a suit of armor. All right, this is something you're going to wear over multiple layers to block that wind, to block the rain, the snow, the ice, and be a durable, strong piece. So these materials are a little, you can hear it, noisier. Okay, they're thick, they're heavy, and really durable. Now, a soft shell encompasses a wide range of jackets that, were something like a hard shell. Now, there's softer materials like lighter hard shells. There are heavier hard shells like this one. But their whole purpose is to be super protective, a protective layer on top of everything else that you're wearing, all right? To help keep you warm, dry, block that wind, and protect, like, abrasion and stuff, if you're climbing. Now, soft shells, while some are lighter, some are heavier, right? They're basically, to me, a more flexible material, a softer material, although some can provide waterproof, some are windproof, all right? Some do a little bit of both, some do one better than others. They're all very breathable, all right? A good shell, a good soft shell, a good hard shell, it has to be breathable. But a soft shell, to me, I look at a hard shell like a suit of armor. I look at a soft shell like a second layer of skin. All right, it's a protective layer, but it's lighter. It's more flexible. It's just more accessible for every day, whatever you're doing. Okay. A hard shell, you're typically not going to wear a hard shell out when you're, out for a walk or a little hike, unless it's freezing cold, windy, raining, snowing, okay? But just to go out for, a walk down the street, you probably don't need a hard shell, all right? But a soft shell can be a great choice, all right? So like I said, to me, it's that second layer of skin. It's just a nice, light protective coating covering on top of whatever layers you may be wearing. Now also, hard shells are going to be sized bigger, okay, especially heavier hard shells. Lighter hard shells might not be cut as big because you're not going to put a really light hard shell over super big heavy layers, insulating layers. Just kind of doesn't make sense, right? If you're going to be wearing big heavy, you know, down jackets and all this stuff, you're going to want a heavier hard shell. Obviously, you're going to wear heavier insulation layers in colder weather, right? So then you need a heavier hard shell on top of it. Soft shells are typically not cut as big as some of these big heavy hard shells, okay? Because it's a softer, lighter layer. It's not designed to fit over, you know, a fleece on top of an insulated jacket with a, you know, a down puffy jacket on top of it and then a soft shell. Typically, no. Now, I have had some comments from people talking about different pieces in my videos that say, you know, I wear this soft shell under my insulation layer rather than on top of. Hey, whatever works for you, that's great. If that's what works and keeps you comfortable, and that's awesome. But I think typically a soft shell, a hard shell, is a shell, right, designed to go on top of your layers as a protective layer, all right? Okay, so let's get into some different types of hard shells, all right? Sorry, soft shells. One, now, no matter what company you're dealing with, whether you like Arc'teryx, Rab, Patagonia, Helly Hansen, Nerona, there's a ton of them, all right? You know, North Face, so on and so on. Every company makes similar types of apparel, okay? This is Arc'teryx, a Squamish hoodie. This is a super lightweight, just a nylon wind shell, okay? This is a windbreaker, all right? Really super lightweight. Now, Helly Hansen has something similar to this called the Rapide, all right? Rab makes a version of this. Patagonia has the Houdini. They're all very, very similar. All right, so you're going to find the same kind of products throughout different companies. So yeah, this is a super, just really lightweight, simple windbreaker. All right, you're not going to wear this when it's, you know, 20 below in, you know, sub-zero wind chills. All right. It's a lightweight jacket. So over lighter layers, right, this is going to be great. Okay, you can see the fit on this. It has some room. I'm wearing it over a Kyanite LT, a lightweight fleece now from Arc'teryx. It's absolutely great. I can put this over my Atom hoodie, my Atom LT. I can put it over a Proton, okay? No problem. It'll fit over that, but it's not going over my Thorium. It's not going over my Cerium SV, all right? It's a lighter weight jacket. But yeah, just a little wind shell. No insulation. Most of these soft shells, okay, a shell is not an insulated jacket. Now, there are some jackets, like some ski jackets, that are basically like a hard shell with insulation in it, all right? So there are a few exceptions, but typically a soft shell is not an insulated jacket. The purpose of this is not to keep you warm. This will not keep you warm if it's cold and windy out. All right? It'll block the wind, but it's not going to keep you warm. You need an insulation layer, something underneath it to provide that warmth. This is that outer layer, that second layer of skin to protect what's underneath it. Okay? So we have different wind shells, windbreakers. Okay? One of my favorite pieces is the Gamma SL, now called the Gamma Lightweight. All right, this is just a super nice, little stretchy, lightweight shell. I love this piece on top of my Atom hoodie. And the reason for that is basically because my Atom is a great versatile jacket, but when there's a cold wind, all right, there are fleece panels down the sides of this jacket on both sides. If I open this up, you see this is a fleece panel here, this black panel. This will allow cold wind through. It's designed for breathability. But in a cold wind, you will feel that cold air through that fleece panel. The rest of the jacket here, where it's all gold, right? The rest of the jacket is all insulated. It's nice and warm, but the air gets through here. So if I'm wearing this jacket and there's, a little chilly, cool wind outside, my little Gamma lightweight is an awesome piece to put on the top. It's very light. Just want to set my hoods up. It's very light so that you don't even know you're wearing it extra on top. But what this does is this is going to block the wind from coming through the side, and it helps to hold in a little more heat overall than the whole package. Okay, so it's really, really effective, and it makes a big difference. It really does. If I go outside, sometimes I'm walking around outside at night here and I just have my Atom on, I might get a little chilly. If I just throw on this Gamma on top of it, it really makes a difference. It really helps to keep me more comfortable. Now, if you're doing high output activities, all right, like I said, the Atom here is made to breathe. Jackets like the Proton, all right, Proton series from Arc'teryx, whoops, are meant to be really breathable for high output activities, all right? Again, the wind will go right through these things. So a nice little soft shell on top that can still allow some breathability through it, but yet block some of that wind and hold in a little extra heat when you need it is a really, really good thing. Okay, so that's that. Now, this is the Gamma SL, the Gamma lightweight, all right? Now, here I have the Gamma jacket, which was formerly the Gamma LT, all right? So this is basically a heavier version of that lightweight, the Gamma lightweight. Now this jacket has a particular purpose, all right? I think that this jacket was really designed for climbing. Why? Well, one, it's a heavier material, all right? It's a more durable material. It's definitely great. I can see if you're, rubbing against rocks, it's probably more abrasion resistant, all right? But it is stretchy. It is stretchable, all right? So it allows for a lot of movement. Now, there's not a lot of room underneath this. Even though this is a little heavier type of soft shell, there's still not a lot of room underneath this. My Atom LT, my Proton LT fits under here, not a problem. But anything heavier, down jackets, a Cerium, gets a little tight. But as far as being a heavier, right, stretchy, more durable shell, it's great. It's going to provide a little wind barrier. It's going to provide some water resistance as well. Now, it is not waterproof. None of these shells are waterproof, but they all have a DWR coating which can help to repel some light rain. So, the water will bead up on here and run off. But if you're out in a soaking downpour for a long period of time, you're going to soak through. But it's a protective layer, and you can see it's stretchy. All right, it really does have some nice stretch. So it's durable, it's a heavier piece, and it allows for a lot of movement. Okay, so there's different things. Whereas like this nylon shell, this little wind shell, this Squamish hoodie, this is not stretchy. All right, this is not going to stretch. It's basically just a lightweight nylon. So, a little bit different, right? Now, quickly too, they have, a lot of companies have jackets for trail running. All right, this is a light, well, this is a heavier jacket for trail running for colder weather. This is a Trino. All right, the Trino SL actually is what this was from Arc'teryx. But this jacket was designed for trail running. Lightweight shell, all right? When you're running, right, you're building up some heat. This is going to be very breathable, but the whole front of this jacket, the top sides of the sleeves and over the shoulders has Gore-Tex Infinium, which is a wind blocker, all right? The rest of the jacket, the back of the jacket, the sides of the jacket, and under the side of the sleeves is all a material that's very breathable to allow that hot air and moisture out. All right, so there's all different shells. Arc'teryx also makes the Norvan series, which is great for trail running. They make the Incendo, which is another trail running jacket. So all soft shells, right? But different purposes, different usages. They're designed differently. The last little thing I want to get into here is some fleeces that actually have a tech face on them, a hard face on them, so to speak. This is one by Arc'teryx. This is an older model called the Fortress hoodie. And basically, this is a nice soft fleece inside, all right? It's a nice soft material here inside, but on the surface, it's not a soft, well, it is soft, but they call it a hard face, all right? It's not the same fluffy, fleecy material that's inside. This actually is a little wind resistant, where most fleeces are not, all right? The air will just go right through the fleece, like my sound effects, and will soak up water like crazy. This actually has a DWR coating on it, so this can repel some light rain. All right, now there are several other companies that make similar products to this, you know, like everything else. Helly Hansen makes the Cascade Shield fleece, which has a, you know, wind resistant, water resistant outer face fabric. The Odin Cascade Pro Shield, Odin Pro Shield from Helly Hansen is also very similar. There are a number of them. Patagonia makes like the R1 Tech Face fleece, the R2 Tech Face. They all are a fleece, but they have that durable face fabric, a tech face fabric that will act more like a soft shell in that it's blocking wind and providing some water resistance that, you know, a normal fleece does not. So we're kind of crossing the line from a fleece into a soft shell, because even though this Fortress is a fleece, the Cascade Shield is a fleece, it can be worn as an outer layer if you need it, because it's gonna repel water and wind, okay? Light rain anyway. Now, another really interesting piece I want to talk about briefly is from Rab, and it is the Kinetic Alpine 2.0 jacket. You have that pictured up here as well. This was a really cool jacket, as it kind of crosses that line from a soft shell into a hard shell. All right, it has a nice, soft, flexible face fabric. You know, the jacket itself is flexible and soft, and it's not crinkly and hard like something like this is, but it provides the same water resistance, you know, waterproof and windproof that a hard shell is. All right, so as I said, Here's a fleece that crosses into like soft shell territory. And then this Rab Kinetic is a soft shell that's starting to cross over to a hard shell territory. All right, so again, it just depends on your usage, okay, what you need it for. If you need something really rough and tough and durable, yeah, you're probably going to go with a hard shell. If you need something softer, stretchy, maybe a little more breathable, you're looking at a soft shell. You need a windbreaker, soft shell. All right, just an extra, layer of, where's my... an extra layer of skin, basically, something like the Gamma Lightweight, just to put over as a protective layer on top of whatever you're wearing. It provides a little rain resistance, provides a little wind resistance, and it helps keep you comfortable, right, all around. So you need something little stretchy, right? There's different jackets. You need something wind blocking. There's different jackets. You need something that's durable and abrasion resistant. There's different jackets for that. But there's a lot of options. The last soft shell I want to show you is one of my favorite pieces, and it is the Sawyer hoodie, the Sawyer jacket from Arc'teryx. So this is a soft shell, okay, but it has a fleece lining, a backing, okay, not so much a lining, a backing inside of it, nice and soft, all right. So this is a heavier soft shell, right, something you're going to wear when it's really cold. Again, this is not insulated. It's not really going to keep you warm. If it's 20 degrees outside and you put this on and go outside, you're going to be cold. All right? You're going to be cold. But if you have a nice insulation layer on underneath it, and it's windy out, there's a wind chill, it's a drizzly rain, you need extra protection on top, here you go. This is a nice, heavy, really nice and warm. I love the Sawyer hoodie. The Sawyer jacket is one of my favorite pieces, absolutely. Right, so this provides a little extra warmth. It's a heavier layer because it has this nice soft fleece backing on the material. So it's just another option for you. All right. So I think they're going to wrap it up. I hope that kind of gives you a good idea on all the different types of soft shells and what they are and how you can use them. And we looked at the difference between a soft shell and a hard shell. All right. And yeah, if you have time and you want to go look at my video on hard shells that I did a couple weeks ago, please do so, and you can get a whole big picture of what all these different types of jackets are made for and how to use them. All right. So thank you very much for watching. I hope the video helped you out. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're into all these jackets and all this kind of stuff. I have a ton of videos here with a whole bunch of information for you. I try to keep all the videos and the info really simple and useful. Right? Just practical information about all these jackets, what they're like, what they feel like, how to wear them, how to layer with them, how they fit, all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back again soon in another video. So take care, have a great day. Bye.